Well, Joe is on the other side of the state, so 3 hours ahead.
Ah, okay. So Joe is about 8 a.m. Is that true?
Yes, I'm at 8 a.m., but I also have been working on the president, so it feels like 5 a.m.
All right, fantastic. Fantastic. You all are welcome. Thank you very much. First, let me acknowledge all your efforts to make this happen. The days leading to this day have been very hectic. I know we had a lot to do. Logistically speaking, planning wise, making sure the presentations are all in and all of that. So that minute we were still doing a lot of things. Hence, we are a little bit late, schedule-wise. We are about 32 minutes late. But we hope that we can get our presenters to be very swift in communicating their ideas on how to use VR for pain management in hospice care for children. So before I begin, I would like to observe some protocol. The Dean of the Johannesburg Business School is here. Professor Randa Karolison. Can we please give Prof. Karolison a round of applause? All right, and that's my boss. If I didn't do that, I probably would lose my job. So I have judges here as well, and at some point I'll do the introduction of the judges we have from Trevor Noah Foundation. We have Koselwa is here. Trevor Noah Foundation. We have Mr. Lawrence Kosa here. Mr. Lawrence Kosa is also a judge. He was also part of the planning of this event. Mr. Lawrence. I'm going to introduce the CDI team that made this happen. We start with Alberto. Alberto, you're welcome. Yes, applause. And Anna is here as well. Anna, you're welcome. And Joseph is welcome as well. Joseph. And Gabriel. Is Gabriel here? Gabriel?
No.
Okay, it's not yet. Gabriel couldn't make Gabriel couldn't make it, but I think he was one of the guys that gave a talk during the workshops. So yeah, Gabriel also figured out one of the workshops. All right, that said, we again name of the University of Johannesburg, but first, our alliance with the Johannesburg Business School under the leadership of Professor Lana Karolison, the innovator himself, the man who likes to see these things, kind of things happen, who has joined us in person. So he's going to come to the podium now and say tell you about what we stand for. And then from that point, we take it. The innovators should get ready. The guys are first on the list should get ready. When the dinner is ready, when the dinner is done, then we will begin. Professor Randa Karolison.
The other judges that are here on the call with us.
Oh yes. Thank you for that. Sorry for the So we have other judges on the call with us. I think first let me start with Julia Ambla. Julia, you're welcome. And then we have Pauline Campbell. Pauline, you're welcome. And then we have Stephen Torres. Stephen Torres, you're welcome. Yeah. I think about everybody. Okay, something this one side is now. Good. Give me a second. I think I'm just going to join the call. Did you join another of you guys? Yes, sir. Okay, let's see. I think you joined. Perfect.
understand it? Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. So now I'm going to invite the Dean of the Dreamathon Business School, the gentleman that brought to the business school the idea of having tech in the center of problem solving for businesses, for small businesses, for society in general. The man whose name we stand here to solve for society. Professor Randy Collins.
Good afternoon, and a very warm welcome on behalf of the Business School. We find it particularly energizing to work with talented, very young kids, and that gives us a new vigor to continue with our mandate. But at the outset, I just want to apologize. I must be at a board meeting at 3 o'clock, so if I disappear, it's because of other important things. But I'd rather be here. It's much more exciting than sitting in front of a board meeting. I think Professor Judy asked me to come and open this event, or whenever asked me to come and speak, I'm always willing to come because I find it very, very interesting and very energizing to be amongst such talented people. Just quickly, because I know we are doing it's time. The Johannesburg Business School 3 years ago was a very small school, the newest school in the African continent, and we took a deliberate stance to differentiate our school. And so our school is known for, shall we call it, AA leadership. And therefore, all our programs are repurposed to reflect that idealism. So we have a postgraduate diploma in digital leadership, our MBA in digital leadership, and also a doctorate program. And we have quite a substantive research capacity. We have 65 doctoral students and 80 postdocs. So we pump out publications and research to enhance AA leadership and to be a knowledge, to be a voice and an advocate for preparing people for this new future that you guys are going into, which is a lot different from the world that I come from. And therefore, as Africans, we are already have to step up our game to get on par with the rest of the world, and the stuff that is happening here today is a big step in that direction. As Professor Judy said, we are school with purpose, digital leadership, future-oriented leadership, impact of AI on society. But whatever we do it through a lens of societal benefit. Okay, so we don't do anything unless we can know that we are making a difference to South Africa and Africa. And I'm just quote one or two examples. Somebody described our school as the business school of the people and for the people, and it based it on the reasoning that this is the only school where an entrepreneur from a township like Soweto could walk into and be exposed to the best possible AI techniques and learning and take those learnings back to his enterprise. And we are quite proud of that observation because that's exactly what we want to be doing, is to have a school that's open. I mean, even yourselves sitting here in the grid lab are undergraduate students, but we don't want our computers and our equipment to stand idle, and that's why we opened up to some 500 of you guys. That was part of the audience 2 weeks ago when I also spoke to learn and make use of the opportunity to equip yourself with the skills for the future. So whether you're doing a BA or a BCom or a BSc or whatever it is you do, you have an additional shall we call it, arrow in the armory to get a job. Because last thing we want to do is train young people to become jobless and stand on the streets corners with backouts begging for jobs. So this is also part of our societal impact that we always try to maintain and to be relevant in this world. So congratulations, I'm really, really excited by the description of the projects that will be judged here today. And this project may well find itself into this innovation space and set you up for life. Who knows? We might have the next unicorn here amongst the audience. But remember, when you get to a unicorn status, that is a person who's US dollars or is worth $1 million. So when you do become a unicorn, remember that you can make something to the school as well. Okay, but good luck. And my best wishes and congratulations to the persons that are going to be the winners. And if you got the winner, you are already a winner by being here today. Okay? So yeah, good luck. And I really applaud you for your coming to the party in a big way, because that's something else, because I Friday afternoon, we sit and listen to board and business. But yeah, you take this opportunity. So this is Judy, well done to your team. I want to thank also the CDI group for their input. I've recognized a few faces there, very high level people, highly respected people in all fields, world-class leaders that you are being exposed to. And thanks to you then as well. And thanks to the judges for making the time to come as well. Thank you. Draw.
Thank you so very much, Professor Randekar. Listen, what I did not mention is that he had to cancel a couple of meetings on his calendar because the notice was extremely short to be here today to support innovation. So really thank you for that, Professor. And now we will move on. Ruel, can you be by my side here? Let's move and let's begin the presentation, the order of the day. Is there anything we're missing? Good. So stand right next here. We have a camera angle. Can you see the angle where this one? Okay. Can you see the audience? I believe so. Okay, can we confirm? Can you see where you are? If they cannot, please put it in the chat window. The first team is okay. Team name.
Z index.
So Z index, step forward, and it's your time to present. Let's go. All right. So please stand here. Make it 5 minutes. Anything that's worth a lot of money can be pitched in 5 minutes. Good. Step forward. Okay. I think it's. Oh yeah. Okay, that's one. Camera can. Right. I hope it's not too dark. We switched on the off the lights so that we can see the presentation. All right. Yes, let's go. Introduce yourselves and your team members. Are you also in this team? No. Oh, okay. I thought you were putting your money on them that they're going to win.
So this is the Z Index team, which is consists of me, Tadi Chingwe, Sibylle Kumpo, and Trista. So, ladies and gentlemen, picture a serene garden, a haven of tranquility where the burdens of illness fade away. Now imagine this sanctuary brought to life for the children in pediatric palliative care in South Africa. Our team, we designed a garden of time. We track metrics such as anxiety reduction, engagement duration, and the patient satisfaction with the addition of the EEG technology. We can also monitor changes in the child's emotional state, providing valuable data on how well the garden of time is meeting the needs and comforts of the children.
Okay, so I will be talking about the integration of our solution. So I'm gonna start with the game. The game, typically the name of the game is the Garden of Time. This VR experience is intended for use during moments of heightened anxiety or when children require distraction from pain or medical procedures. It echoes Dr. Emler's emphasis on the need of effective and engaging distraction techniques. And I'll follow up with our scope and focus. While focusing both passive and interactive experiences, our focus remains on providing a soothing, engaging environment that meets the emotional and psychological needs of pediatric patients. And our Dreamship framework. Our Dreamship framework is in the Garden of Time that offers different modes of engagement, ranging from passive observation which is a restful dream framework, to interactive play, which is a playful dream framework. By integrating VR headsets with EEG technology, we can monitor the child's mood in real time, allowing the environment to adapt dynamically to their emotional state. This ensures playful dream experience by ensuring the content remains comforting and engaging.
So you might be wondering what technologies and accessibility would we use? Okay. You might be wondering what technologies did you use for our problem. We used an eye-gaze technology that allows patients to navigate and interact with virtual environment using their eye recognition. And we also used a serene cultural relevance, which is infused with African flora and landscapes. And we also, so for our technologies, we use eye tracking software called Tobii Eye Tracker. We also use Blender 3D modeling for software sculpturing. And we also use the Unity 3D game engine. We also use a VR headset with EEG integration that will be able to adapt, that enables real-time adaptation of virtual environments based on the user's emotions. So below we have the prototype for our game. Yes, so basically this is a playful framework, and this is what the user will be able to see when they play the game. So we prepared this game using Unity 3D, but it can be incorporated into virtual reality, of course. And this is what the child will be seeing. They can relax and they can go for adventures.
10 more seconds, can you focus on what we said? Story behind it.
So our focus was for children on the palliative care course. So they'll be able to go for adventures, and they'll be able, since it's a playful game and it requires minimal user interaction, the user or the player can make some interactions with their eye recognition. Hence our, yeah.
All right, time up. Applause, guys. Fantastic presentation. Thank you so much, guys. The team name again?
Z Index.
Z Index. So that's Z Index for you. I think we do questions at the end. If you would agree with me about to on the panel online, so we can move with time. Okay, let's grab that. And then right, we decided Dean had to run to another commitment. So the next team, that's you dismissed. Yeah. Hopefully you're a winning team. Yeah. Ruben, dismiss next. So please, if you have any demonstrations or prototype, I would say you give your background real quick and then you run to your prototype, because that could be something much more interesting than the theory part of this. All right, so the next team is called Care Connect. Dr. Can confirm you can see Care Connect presentation on your side. Great. Guys, double up. Let's get started. You guys don't, you're not moving like winners, you're like, you're moving like you're going to go get winners or something. Yeah, you're moving like you're going to your. So guys, this is it. This is time for winners. Who's going first? Okay, good. Be in sync, and you have 5 minutes. Be quick. All right, let's go.
Can you hear me? So we are Care Connect. We are excited to show you guys how Care Connect is revolutionizing therapy for children with specifically SMA, that means spinal muscular atrophy, through virtual experience. So Care Connect has incorporated EMDR, that being eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy, into a virtual experience to enhance its therapeutic effectiveness or keeping it engaging for kids between the ages of 5 and 12. So what is SMA? That's spinal muscular atrophy. This basically the degeneration of kids with disabilities. It's a gene that's found in 1 in 50 of every South African and 1 in 50 of every Black South African. So it weakens the muscles between the legs and the hip muscles, and it disables them to the point where they cannot move by themselves, which is a very depressing part, because I feel like as a child, you should be able to move however you want to. So Care Connect aims to develop an immersive therapy solution that enhances EMDR therapy through virtual reality experiences, thus improving patient comfort and therapeutic outcomes. So what is this kind of therapy? Essentially, it is a mental health therapy. It treats conditions caused to bad memories and events, because most of these children go through very traumatic experiences because they cannot speak for themselves, and since they are immobile, they cannot even move to report for themselves. So children will be able to be designated. Children will undergo guided EMDR, rapid eye movement desensitization, and they will be guided by a health practitioner who will guide them and use gently friendly language to help them understand their illness without all the big scary doctor jargon. So the children need to feel a sense of control and a sense of safety. Children will be able to designate a safe space in the virtual reality where they can actually feel safe themselves. This will be a recreation of their favorite sport, comfort, and fondest memories. They will be encouraged to reminisce about a secure and happy experience while they engage in a gentle bilateral stimulation aid with guided memory recall. Activities such as ray tracing objects on the screen with their hands allows kids to make movements and encourage bilateral. There will be a feature that allows kids to rate their emotions before and after the sessions, which will assist them in seeing how their moods change as they grow.
For the playful dream aspect, it will include interactive storytelling, which is a variety of narratives that will be available for selection, and there will be courageous missions that the children can go on, which will promote problem solving and resilience, and to assist in fully immersing them in this experience. It will be 4D, so it will be vivid and high definition. There will be surround sound in the room, and as they move, their seat will tilt and tremble. All decisions players make during the narrative will alter the game's path and result in enhancing its interactive elements. Most of the challenges will be physical, like swimming, throwing, flying, and running to replace the lack of physical power. For the lucid dream element, it will be done through cooperative quests that they can play with the other children in the palliative care unit, or a family member, or an NPC. This encourages interpersonal relationships.
30 seconds.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yes.
Such as nature immersion, underwater immersion, and space immersion. Badges will be provided to children who finish challenges, and there will be a leaderboard to keep score. There are the hardware specifications, best suitable for children, as well as our feasibility study for the demand in palliative care for EMDR VR therapies. And those are the relevant metrics, which include behavioral changes, therapeutic effectiveness, and physiological measures.
All right, thank you, Tom. Fantastic presentation by Care Connect. Care Connect, great job. We will move on to, that's AK Heaven, yeah? AK Heaven, where you at? So if you check the program, if you're next, please get ready when the other presenters are finishing. Just to check with our panel, is everybody still okay? I'm sure you're itchy for questions. You were trying to, because I'm sure you there are points where you wish you were asking questions. Don't worry, there'll be time for that. You guys are, there are the only two of you in the group. So it's all girls group, kind of. And it's female man. Let's hope you don't swing this your way. All right, you're welcome. AK Evan, the show is yours. Yeah. Introduce yourselves. Just put yourself there. All right.
Greetings to everyone. So we are AK Heaven. I am Asipane Lozomba and this is Lebu Chiba. So AK Heaven is a place of safety, refugee, and shelter from any kind of danger. It aims to create a safe space for children suffering from anxiety, pre-traumatic stress disorder, and the fear of the unknown. So AK Haven will bring a sense of belonging through a VR game. Now your question should be, how will this be done? Stay with us and out.
Dr. Embler mentioned a challenge to finding a custom application for pediatric palliative care in hospitals. Specific for age, culture, and medical condition. We all know that hospitals are scary. Imagine for young children. A study has revealed that 90% of children were afraid of at least one thing in the hospital, which is a nursing interventions and fears of being a patient. When a child is about to undergo surgery, he or she becomes very anxious and fearful of the unknown, and that leads to spiritual pain, physical pain, and social isolation.
Now, not all of us may know what spiritual pain is, so it is a self-identified experience of personal discomfort or harm triggered by a threat to one's relationship with God or a higher power. So AK Heaven will act as pain reduction by providing a comfort animal of your choice, and you will express your feelings to it, and then it will reassure you.
Our solution is the Dreamship framework as presented by Hannah Tono during the Dreamathon. Our solution focuses more on lucid dream. It allows the child to travel to a different world and makes sure that the child feels that they belong there.
So the age that we decided to focus on was 6 to 10 years old. And we are doing this for this geographical area for now, which is Gauteng and in Johannesburg. And our medical condition that we decided to focus on is appendicitis, and it is a very common condition, and it causes a lot of discomfort and pain to a lot of children. So now a brief summary of what will happen in the game. So imagine you are in an open space, which that represents anxiety, and then you'll be allowed to choose a comfort animal that will walk you to a certain door, and then as soon as you open the door, you meet magic, a garden that has bright flowers, fairies flying around. Your comfort animal will also be with you, and there'll be obstacles involved. So your comfort animal will be there with you through those obstacles. And then as you're going along, when you pass an obstacle, you will gain a point. And when you gain like certain amount of points, then you will reach a new level. Your animal will then grow. And then this shows that no matter the obstacle that you may face, after getting over that obstacle, you will then grow and become more stronger.
The following is a glimpse of how our game will look like.
it's just beyond this door. Imagine standing in a place where shadows stretch and whisper. Now picture a door appearing, glowing with a soft, inviting light. As you open it, a burst of brightness welcomes you to the enchanted garden. Everywhere you look, vibrant flowers bloom in colours that seem to dance. A gentle waterfall sings in the background, and tiny fairies flit around, sprinkling sparkles of joy. And there, near a bubbling stream, is a friendly dragon, its scales shimmering in the sunlight. Beside it, a fluffy puppy bounds up to greet you, wagging its tail with excitement. This is a place where dreams come to life, where every corner holds a new adventure. So step through the door and let your imagination soar.
So our game embodies the principle of lucid dreaming because it has like self-awareness where children are aware of their anxiety represented by the open space and take control by choosing a comfort animal to guide them. And it has like visualizing where they vividly imagine the comfort animal, the door, and the enchanted garden, demonstrating their ability to create mental scenarios. And it also has emotional regulation, which is whereby the comfort animal helps them to process their feelings, teaching them how to confront and manage emotions. It is so mindful because the dream encourages them to stay present and focus on overcoming obstacles one by one.
More seconds. Okay.
Oh, so we've been Eki in heaven, and thank you for being here.
Draw. Okay, okay, Evan, that's quite interesting. Fantastic work, ladies. That's great. That's great. So I'm just gonna check on our panel online. Are you still good? There was a link I sent. I think it's is it YouTube or Zoom? Both, where you can track, see the audience or see what's behind us. It's also recorded, so we can. We also have a camera crew here. At some point, which mix all these things together. So the next team I'm calling is Anansi. Anansi? Oh, you guys are like, and then the last person makes announcement. Yeah, good. All right, good. Guys, the show is yours. All right, 5 minutes. Let's make it quick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're team 4, Anasi.
Anasi. So Anasi is a well-known character in African folklore. He is known as he's known as a playful trickster who imparts and tells stories along his adventures.
So problem statement was.
So Anansi hopes to address holistic care. So in one of the talks that we learned during the Dreamathon was Dr. Julia's talk, where she talked about how during palliative care, having to care for a child's mind, body, and spirit is very important. So
then you have pain management. So it's a VR experience that just embodies the person, which you can experience that, which will help with will help reduce and take away their thoughts from the pain and
One more important factor that we thought about whilst making this game is a limitation that was brought up, which is the cost and infrastructure that we have in South Africa. Not all patients are able to afford the big fancy VR headsets with eye tracking that we know and use. So what Anansi hopes to do is that we offer a more affordable way to still have VR and offer the VR care to patients through devices such as Google Cardboard, through mobile devices. So patients are able to download the game even in their own houses and not have to go to a special place to access these devices.
So the problems we are covering are sleep issues and
yeah, sleep issues like insomnia. So with the restful dream framework, playful dream concept we're following, it allows the player to get a lot more relaxed before sleeping or during any procedures. So now we're looking at our house metrics. So firstly, we want to measure how the software is actually working. So we'll look at the client's the patient's cortisol levels. This will allow us to check their stress hormones and see, to see if they just have a lot of anxiety. We can also do it by physical observation, see how stressed and how much the patient moves around. There's also sleep improvement. We can monitor their sleep. Improvement in sleep would be great. And then anxiety reduction. We can monitor this by connecting a heart rate monitor and checking that the heart rate stays stable during the procedure.
So, as we talked about, the wonderful and the magical part about Anansi is that he is a trickster god and he is going to be your best friend. So he comes up to you in the form of animals and he plays little games with you, such as, can you spot me in the savannah environment? After spotting him, for instance, in this case, where we made a small demo environment for the story The Lion and the Jackal, which is a popular African folklore. Anansi appears to us as a jackal. Once spotted, he then comes to you and explores, hey, I have a funny story that I once had about a jackal and a lion. And now the patient is now taken through the story through Anansi's eyes. And the one key part about Anansi is that his color is purple. So no matter how he shape shifts around you, no matter how many animals you see around you, you can see this purple color and you know this is my friend during these stories being told.
All right, guys, 10 more seconds, wrap it up.
Okay, so our team, me, Jackie, and Drew, were ones who collaborated on this. Drew wasn't able to make it now due to some clashes. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Nancy African Dream, yeah? All right, Anansi, so that's Anansi. I hope our panel online, you enjoyed the show, the storytelling part of this. There's been some interesting stories. This is were kept secret from me. I'm also enjoying the dynamics of the stories that are coming up. Serene Mind is next. Serene Mind, can you please step forward? And you would have about 5 minutes as well. Let's feature quick. It's time to take everything, you win, right? Yeah, please don't set out to lose, you know? Yeah, if you lose, it's fine, but you don't plan to lose, yeah? So let's wait. Yeah. Good, let's go.
Greetings to everyone. My name is Neol Zwalo, and I'm here with Musama Sel. We are the VR tech innovators. Today we'll be focusing on introducing Serene Mind, which comes with the haven of comfort, personalized virtual reality experience of pediatric palliative care. Let's begin by defining the problem. Children with advanced heart disease in palliative care face significant challenges, including chronic pain, frequent medical procedures, and emotional isolation. Separation from their families often exacerbates their issues. Traditional care methods sometimes they lack the tools to offer personalized comfort and engagement. This is where our virtual reality experience comes in. Now we are focusing on our target audience. Our virtual reality experience is designed for children aged from 5 till 18 who are in palliative care due to advanced heart disease. These children often experience discomfort, anxiety, and sometimes loneliness. Our solution integrates family interactions and personalized activities, providing a familiar and supportive interaction and supportive environment tailored to each of the children's needs. Now I'll be giving the platform to Mr. Marcel.
Thank you. So, how does the VR experience integrate with healthcare? Our VR solution combines a comforting home environment with an interactive garden developed with input from healthcare professionals. It ensures the therapeutic effectiveness. The VR is tailored to each child's preference, making it vulnerable to in their care. So, in slide 5, what sets this VR experience apart? Firstly, personalized storyline. The journey begins in the virtual home setting with personalized family aviators. So, secondly, family interaction. Children can engage in meaningful activities with their aviators, helping to elevate loneliness. Thirdly, favorite game integration. The opinion to play their favorite game within the VR adds joy and normalize to their experience. Fourthly, breathing exercise. A relaxation zone in the garden guides the child through breathing exercise, reducing anxiety and pain. Slide 6, what is the journey like? So, firstly, the child starts in a personalized home setting, interacting with family educators. Secondly, they move to interactive garden filled with engaging activities, breathing exercise components. A serene area in the garden offers guided breathing exercise, promoting relaxation. Slide 7, how will we measure success? We will monitor several key metrics to evaluate the effectiveness of the VR experience: emotional well-being, pain management, engagement, family connection. Slide 8. 1 more minute. What are the benefits? Our VR experience helps manage symptoms like pain and anxiety, provides emotional support through family interaction, and create lasting, meaningful experience for the children and their loved ones. In conclusion, the Harbor of Comfort VR experience offers a personalized, supportive environment for children with advanced heart disease in palliative care. By combining familiar settings and interactive play, we aim to enhance comfort and emotional well-being during their challenging times. And lastly, thank you for your attention.
Fantastic job, guys. Good work. All right, fantastic presentation by Serene Mind. Great job, guys. Much appreciated. Just checking up with our colleagues online. Are we still good? Fantastic, fantastic. So now we call on the next presenters. Oh, that was just a video? Okay, okay. So do we have the Truth Tech here? No, I think that's a video submission. So move on to the next one. Alberto, was that a video submission?
Yeah, we can play the video. I think it's pretty interesting for the audience. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Play it. Is it within how many minutes of the video? So let me check.
everybody got any research or track data application called tax efficient living and widely living without wasting any time. But studying is the background of what is British palliative industry of African life is it is transparent influence and assessment of hospitals because we don't have specifically specialized or specially specialized funding. And you can see that these are some of the challenges that were mentioned by Dr. Julia Amber, and she mentioned in her presentation that are faced by this industry. And the illnesses that are experienced by this industry that are in office type of care are shown rather than these are of the education, psychological support to come in terms of their diagnosis and have to undergo therapy regularly for other diseases that have cancer. So the challenge that I want to mitigate is the range of psychological and emotional needs that needs to get identified so that each kid can get care that is tailored for the specific needs, so that the care is actually appreciated. I think that this range, this broad range of psychological and emotional, it's qualified through all the challenges that were mentioned by Dr. Julia Amber, the broad range of ages and development stages, the broad range of physical and cognitive abilities. So I'll get visual reality coming to actually my solution is for visual reality best friend and as you can see that there's a child who help and it's both bad because the child children are quite young do not know how to not best, they call it best, right? You think it's best. That's what I thought. So this child is just undergoing therapy and they get that actually printed out covered in silicon to give it a shaded hand texture and it can also wider inside. Then it's better generation to the temperature of the human. As you can see there, the child is wearing the headsets and they're holding his hands. And what happens is during the simulation, when we enter the virtual reality world, the virtual character hit their best friend who's there to reduce this isolation that they experience as a result of their illness. This best friend, this virtual character, has been programmed with changes to talk to the child. And what they do is they actually ask psychological and psychological and emotional evaluation questions that actually address the emotional and psychological thing all the time, right? So this whole simulation is recorded and the child responds, their own receptors recorded at me, and these recordings get stored in cloud, right? Where a mental health professional is going to access them, and after they've been accessed, mental health professional can identify the trends and the patterns in the psychological and the emotional state of this child over time. And to actually go to keep them in according to their psychological and emotional. So the best friend can also handle the child's struggle, the world with them, they can with the goal needs. They can actually have their own stuff. I'm preferring that my other. So it's a music immersive to make them forget about the pain of therapy, to make them forget it. It's ChatGPT program and it engages with their side, their face. So it also has a lot happens and to imagine what the child is anxious, good information, intensity, when this patient makes them anxious. I'm always looking about that. So the head of the advice sentence, the more the child speaks to
Just for colleagues online, this video is slightly longer So the moment in the next minute, when we get the old gist of this idea, we'll move on to the next presenter that's present in person. Nice, thank you. And Janet, can you come stand next to me? As we move on to the next segment, Janet will be chairing the session together with everyone. Can you say hello?
Perfect, that was more than 5 minutes. Good.
So we're just having a bit of a technical difficulty. Just give us like 30 seconds and be able to move on to the next. But nevertheless, thank you to Tiriso for his presentation. I think after Tiriso, that would then be innovators in VR. If you can please step up. Okay, there we go.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. Thank you. Okay, so picture this. You are trying to understand a toddler's pain, but instead of words, you are actually met with tears and confusion. Imagine if you're a child and you have a tummy ache, but instead of pointing out where the pain or where it hurts, you're asked to navigate the complex of vocabulary of the pain. Good day, everyone. For many children, we are focusing on age group 1 to 6 years old. This isn't just a scenario, but then it's a daily reality to them. It's like trying to solve a puzzle where they are missing puzzles. This communication gap isn't just a small hiccup, but then it is not a small hiccup, but it's actually a significant barrier that can actually lead to misdiagnosis, delayed treatment, and even preventable medical errors. Okay, and then this is where Pain Hub comes in. Pain Hub transforms these challenges into opportunities, offering a lifeline for both children, healthcare professionals by bridging the communication gap with innovation technology. In South Africa, for instance, where cultural differences and language barriers are prevalent, this communication gap becomes even more profound. Imagine a child
in rural areas, whether not verbal or verbal children, they are unable to express the intensity or the location of their pain. This is actually due to both developmental and linguistic hurdles. This isn't just a hypothetical situation, but then it's a reality that actually contributes to the significant diagnostic delays and medical errors.
Excellent. So for our key healthcare metrics, we identified the visual analog scale and the numerical rating scale, both of which are used to measure the intensity of pain levels in patients. For anxiety and stress assessment, we identified the generalized anxiety disorder 7-item scale, which consists of 7 questions that ask about the frequency of anxiety symptoms over the past 2 weeks. Each item is scored on a scale from 0, representing not at all, to 3, representing nearly every day. We also identified the perceived stress scale level for stress assessment.
So I'm tired of you asking as well, how does our VR communicating to align with the Dreamshift framework? So this is a user-centered design that focuses on understanding and addressing unique needs of pediatric patients. This alignment ensures that solutions are tailored to enhance the experience and outcomes of young patients. PainHub prioritizes on understanding the complexity of child pain experience and communication challenges that arise. By identifying and addressing pain gaps, by identifying and addressing gaps in the existing pain assessment and management methods, this platform ensures that solutions are both relevant and implementable.
So we were unable to have enough time or the necessary technical skills needed to build physical prototypes to show how our VR app would be implemented or applied in different situations. But Prof promised to get us there. No grind, no greatness, right? Prof is not here. Anyways, we decided to go with the most viable alternative, which is presenting prototype scenarios to express how the app will work and be implemented. For the first scenario, we're looking at the pediatric pain localization. So imagine a child admitted to a hospital with persistent abdominal pain. Due to their limited verbal skills, this child struggles to communicate exactly where the pain is and how severe it feels. Traditional methods of pain assessment often fall short in such cases, leading to potential misdiagnosis. Our VR solution comes in play. The child puts on the VR headset and is presented with a friendly, interactive 3D model body from their favorite cartoon characters. They can touch the area on the model where they feel pain. The system maps the pain location precisely. This location is then relayed to the doctor via an integrated mobile app. In essence, this solution overcomes the significant communication barriers. For our second scenario, assessing anxiety and stress management. A child facing anxiety and stress that comes from frequent medical procedures. Our VR solution will introduce a playful, dream-like environment. Let's say a peaceful garden where the colors are soft and the atmosphere is inviting, and perhaps the child is floating on a bubble that is gently carrying them throughout the dream. In conclusion, these solutions. Our solution creates a space where children can find peace in the midst of medical care while making the treatment process seamless for both health professionals and parents. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, guys. That was really something. So I would like to then invite the virtual visionary to please come down and let's have a taste of what you guys have ready for us. Are we still audible that side, guys? Yes. Good. Lovely. Okay.
Good afternoon. We are virtual visionaries, the future. So we have our application name is called Hope for the Project, and those are my teammates right there. So as we all attended the meetings, I observed that Dr. Julia said that they are having troubles accessing VR equipment, so sometimes they just have to borrow it. And for instances like this, when they need to draw some blood or drip or anything painful to children, I realized that honestly, I have never had an experience in VR things. So I realized that children like feeling safe, children like being in a position where they don't feel intimidated. And our platform as virtual visionaries is going to give children the best wish they've ever asked for: calmness, peace, and all the entertainment they could ever think of.
It's your, I'm asking Pandemos when I'm here to dive into our project. We didn't have enough time to deal with the prototype thing, but I'm going to tell you how we're going to navigate in the situation. So, as a children, you know that children can be children can be traumatized. So they need something that can make them feel safe. So we decided to create an app that helps kids navigate the environment, the safe environment for them. So according to our research, we found out that many kids like to stay indoors. So our prototype for actually say our app, we create something that we make kids navigate through the house and like check things around. So there are many features included in our application. So they can, for instance, they can move around and open the fridge, check for some food. They can also open television, classroom, and everything. And the other thing they can do is they can access like cartoons, they can share cartoon that they are favorite cartoon on the screen somewhere in a separate page. But this is the between provided.
So, like, the purpose of us making the metrics of pain is to ensure that there is a scale used to assess pain in children who are unable to communicate, such as infants, individuals, or cognitive impairment. So here, the Dreamship framework, it's a visual. So we created it for the pediatric care. So to ensure that we provide access to technologies, and since we had that, since we analyzed the problem that the pediatric center had, so we developed a toileted experience with different medical procedures. So we collaborate with the healthcare professionals to optimize the VR implementation. So it also measured an equivalent effectiveness of the VR. So here, the studies have demonstrated the effectiveness of the VR. So here, we reduce pain perception, we decrease anxiety, improve patient satisfaction. You know, when you're a child, you need to be satisfied and you need to get the comfort. Okay. So we enhance recovery for most of the kids. So our target audience it's for children from 5 to 12 years. Why are we targeting 5 to 12 years children? So this means that if you're a child, you know that you're exposed to different scenarios, such as you want to play, you want to express yourself in a different way. So here we focus on this one to develop the child's capacity, the brain capacity, and enjoy the fun of it. So here, that's where the child do whatever they want. Especially we focus on the one. We focus on both So the dreamship framework, so we focused on both playful dreams and restful dreams. Why playful dreams? You know, children, most of the time, they enjoy music.
So just to wrap it up, as Prof says, this image just symbolizes the journey towards a better healthcare and proper health using virtual reality. Thank you.
Thank you guys. I would just like to say, during the course of the presentations, can we just try to keep the visiting to a minimum? Because you can hear some things happening in the back. But without further ado, may the explorative pioneers please come down and yeah, let's see what you guys have for us.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Junior, and this is my team members of Vayo and Chapello. Okay, today we set a groundbreaking journey, one that lets children in the palliative care explore the world beyond their limits in the South African context. Introducing the Explorative Pioneers VR, a solution designed to bring comfort and imagination to these children. Together, me and my team members, Tumelo and Ovayo, we empowered them to travel beyond the hospital walls, using their power of their minds. Children in pediatric palliative care face anxieties, isolations, and struggle to find peace in their restricted environment. Okay, imagine a child who is already ill, coping with loneliness while forced to stay still during a medical procedure. Deprived from play and adventure, they also crave exploration and relief. Many of these children could benefit from virtual reality, but existing solutions are not inclusive because some of their parents cannot afford these expenses. So we are here to solve these problems, to let all the children to experience this dreamship.
So introducing the Explorative Pioneers team. We are the Explorative Pioneers VR team, and we explore endless inclusive solutions. We explore endless inclusive solutions. So how we do this is as follows. We have the virtual reality as a therapeutic tool. VR allows our children to explore the world in ways that are both engaging and therapeutic, offering relief from anxiety and providing an emotional support. Imagine a child who has anxiety and they go through virtual reality and go through the Cape Town beach or the ocean and hear the calm wave of the ocean. Don't you think the anxiety is going to be calmed down? Or imagine them seeing Northwest, the beautiful landscape of it. Next, we have exploration and connection. Children both in the palliative care and their siblings, because we said we are a virtual reality team that is inclusive. So both the children and their siblings are involved in this care. So they're going to travel virtually through the South African provinces and magical worlds, engaging in activities like rocket looting, meditation, and animal guessing. And then lastly, the generative AI for personalized experiences. AI creates magical worlds tailored to each world, fostering character development and social interaction with others. The children interact with people who are also in palliative pediatric care. We said we're an inclusive team, therefore, we're going to have people who are interacting with them virtually, who are also going through similar problems. This way they don't feel excluded, because most of the time the VR teams are only for people who are able.
Okay, I'll be going through how the explorative pioneers align with the Dreamwork framework. So the first one is the restful dream. So we will have VR activity such as meditation on the virtual town beach, where they'll be able to meditate and
that will bring a sense of reducing anxiety for children. And the second one is the playful dream. So we'll have interactive dream experiences, such as watching SK telescopes in the Northern Cape, building rockets, and exploring magical worlds and engaging in creativity, in offering joy and excitement. And the third one is lucid dream. Immersive and vibrant VR environments will allow children to explore new worlds, possibilities, enriching their imaginations and providing an escape from the current situation. In the palliative care, lucid dreams will teach life lessons such as kindness. I'll just quickly go to the demo video, then I'll explain the conclusion. These are some of the snapshots of the game. It's not the full game.
That is unfortunate for your time. Sorry, guys.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, the time constraint is quite strict this side. But thank you, guys. We would like to then move on to Courage Craft. Can you please make your way down? Let's see what you guys have prepared for us today.
I'd like to start by giving you guys our motto, which is that we are strong, ambitious, and believe that we are future leaders into changing the world by leading. Who's in front of you is Khunzi Mujisa. I'll be presenting, and also with Triabeti Mashungu and Kamkhalo Maineta. We are the Courage Crafters. We believe in empowering pediatric patients, which we are the target market is children, through the virtual reality. Our overview is that the virtual reality experience is designed to support pediatric patients undergoing major surgeries, being that it can be cancer or any of the major surgeries that we know that even as an adult, we go there as scared as we can be, or we'll be going through emotional or whatever that we can be going through. Those surgeries that can lead to disability in any forms. It can be from your spinal cord, from being physical. Let me put it that way. So we're having our problem statement and also the solution. We know what Dr. Rodriguez emphasized for the need for the pediatric patients to cooperate with difficult medical procedures, right? And with Dr. Angela highlighting the emotional toll of life-altering surgeries, both doctors pointed out whatever that we need to be talking about today. So the solution as Courage Crafters is that we offer a narrative-driven experience where children face and will be overcoming the challenges that will be mirrored by the medical journeys, right? Helping them learn and cope, learn the coping mechanisms and adapt to new realities. The person who will be presenting next will be Kamkhalo, and we will be talking about the Dreamsheet framework integration.
And for the Dreamsheet framework integration, we have the dream, the flow of experience, visuals, and the coping mechanisms. For the dream, the VR experience embodies the lucid dream, focusing on empowerment and control of the child as the child navigates through their journey. And for the flow of experience, the VR begins in a calm environment where the child prepares for surgery, followed by a transformative journey where they adapt to their new abilities and post-surgery. The environment shifts from a sterile hospital setting to a magical realm filled with supportive characters, which is the visuals,
And through the interactive challenges, the child learns to accept their new abilities, symbolizing their real life journey. And now for the advantages and disadvantages of the Courage Craft VR. It reduces anxiety, so it helps to manage anxiety about surgeries and the emotional stress of having a terminal condition. And the caregivers and mental health professionals provide insights to fine-tune coping strategies. And as Dr. Ambler's insights on the emotional needs of pediatric patients, they are embedded in the designs. The only disadvantages is that the VR requires equipment which might not be available in all care settings, and the risk of patients becoming too dependent on VR for coping, potentially neglecting other support systems.
Okay, so I will be discussing the VR experiment design, right? So since we don't have a demo to demonstrate our VR, I will be going with you guys through it, right? So our VR experiment demo will have been the same as kids shows, right? We all know kids love to watch cartoons and do what cartoons are doing. So our VR was going to be a cartoon game where a child will start in a hospital where they are sick, and then they enter into a medical realm. In this medical realm, they will see characteristics like a talking mask, a talking injection, and there will be a magical nurse, a magical creature that's a nurse, like a unicorn or a bunny, right? So since kids who watch cartoons like to do what cartoons are doing, so in our game we will be telling the kids what to do. A mask will tell the kids to put them on, right? To show the kids that I'm safe, I'm not scary. The injection, that the kid will look for an injection and take the injection, just to show the kids that an injection is not some crazy, dangerous equipment, right? And there'll be a surgical bed where the kids will look, it will look the same as the physical surgical bed, right?
Unfortunately, the time constraint, it's not the best for all of us in our presentations. But thank you guys. So with that, we are then moving on to Providence. Can you guys please step up? And then after Providence is Visionaries. So just get your stuff ready as well beforehand. Yes. Whatever you have in the final document, still sort of present that. But this is what we can show you, because this is what we could from. Yeah. Sorry.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Providence. Today we're going to be presenting our vision for VR for the pediatric patients. My name is Sapelo Moholo. This is my colleague, Mr. Malepe, and this is my other colleague, Mr. Damin. Mr. Malepe is going to be introducing what we're going to be doing today.
Thank you for this opportunity to showcase our ideas, wonderful ideas. Of course, we are limitless dreamers. We grow great by great dreams. So I want us to imagine how, or some of us have already experienced that, how it is to stay in hospital for a very long time. Spending maybe, let's say, 3 months or more in hospital, it is very challenging. Now, if it's very challenging for us adults, think about kids, how it feels to stay in hospital for a long time. They feel abandoned, they feel lonely, they miss their families, friends, So Dr. Julia Ambler in the Dreamship framework posed challenges in this world. And we are here to suggest or to bring up a solution to these problems. Let's think of Dreamship storytelling. Dreamship storytelling is a solution that we bring to kids that are in hospital for a long period of time. It aims to remove them from feeling the loneliness in hospitals. And then for that, we try to bring a game in Dreamship as storytelling. Storytelling, we're not only thinking it in terms of what can you say? We're not bringing it in terms of traditional, but we're bringing it in terms of technology. In terms of technology, we mean that.
In terms of technology, we mean that we're bringing a new generation to South Africa. We focused on South African hospitals because that's where we are based. Mr. Dlamini is going to present our concept to you all. Our concepts are very in-depth, but we're not going to be presenting the full depth of our ideas because of time.
So basically we have two concepts. The first concept is doing painter, is whereby a child is immersed into a colorless world and they paint it themselves. So these two concepts are basically supported by the basis of the first framework, which is RESTful framework. So RESTful dreams. Sorry about that. RESTful dreams. That's where like we try to push the kids to relax and become comfortable in a host space whereby they're about to be where they're about to go to an operation, or where they're about or after post operations where they are in pain. So this colorful dreamwork try to distract them from the host space where they are in reality, where they are in pain and they are suffering, or where they are trying to adapt. The next idea is Starlight Journey. This one can help the patients to sleep after post operations or pre-operations. So this helps them to sleep or to go to sleep. I will try and sum it up. We can combine these two ideas to help the patients to sleep or to adapt to the pain post and pre operations.
So, in conclusion, we have these two wonderful ideas, but dreams will remain dreams if we cannot implement them. So, the technology behind this will be using what the paper Google published at the 17th of August. It's called Game Engine. Game Engine is a new technology in VR settings where it creates the environment in real time. It's still not up to par yet, but we're going to be using that because, well, that's what we think is the next generation of VR. And we're gonna be trying to limit the specifications of the technology because they are too costly for us, and everything else. Thank you for the time you gave us to present. Thank you.
There's one team there. Thank you guys for your presentation. Again, really sorry about the time. You know, a lot of you feel like you could have given us a bit more, but it's just as it is. So I would like to invite the visionaries team to please come down and do your presentation. There we are. Please just give them a minute. Are we still good on that side? We're good. Lovely.
Greetings to everyone. My name is Sianga Mtsendi and we are professional team, and this is service of both of them. Due to the fundamentality of education, our vision is access to education. By bridging the gap in bringing access to basic education to the doorstep and in the reality dreams of children in patriotic palliative healthcare South Africa by the use of virtual reality. Tabiso will describe in a respective form the problems that exist in the care facility, healthcare and immersive reality metrics, solution framework categorization, and the solutions provided.
Okay, the problems. On Monday, Dr. Amla mentioned that children in pediatric palliative care cannot go to school due to their physical, chronic illnesses, and psychological conditions. They get care over years, meaning they are in and out of the care facility, leading to them to have no time to go to school. Some are being rejected from schools as well due to their conditions. Others go to too many surgeries. Healthcare and immersive reality metrics. The indoor learning simulation gathers feedback from learning institutions and healthcare professionals to access the child's education needs and special interests, such as those who want to be isolated can use this game to be isolated, or those who want to socially engage with others can also use it to do that. After that, indoor learning simulation improvement can be observed to apply learning and gamification that are based on the results obtained. The Dreamship framework categories. The VR content containing basic education, teaching simulations, and physical education will cater for the age group of approximately 6 to 7 and 16 to 18 years, accommodating the playful or lucid dreams for the physical, psychological, and chronically ill. For instance, playful dream, the children will play pieces by moving their hands and legs. Through lucid dream, the children will, for example, be able to manipulate, choose content, and answer quizzes without moving their body. For instance, they can use maybe a joystick or be like in a dream. Solutions. Our solution is to bring enjoyable education to the doorsteps and to the hands of these children. Under playful or lucid dream visual reality, communication will be implemented in the VR using apps like Google Cardboard and Magic Leap to create 3D space and objects for a learning environment. You have 1 more minute. These skills can be, for example, have the learning of different languages like English and Chinese for children with the age range of 6 to 7. Those with the age range of, for example, 16 to 18 can learn and play the character pieces like poems and novels with this VR. These learners will have developmental skills of reading, writing, and computer skills, and hence build emotional confidence, just like the innovations and goals of Trevor Noah's foundation. Practically learning games like skills, creativity, and activities can be implemented that are artistic, numeric, or mathematical child to improve their self-efficiency and positive competitiveness.
10 seconds, wrap it up. In conclusion, this is the inclusive bit of education and using virtual reality
will realize the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2030 targets for the inclusive rates of education, whether able or disabled. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I think you might have lost us for a second. Our line guests, apologies for that. I think Ruan's girlfriend was calling the laptop, and then when you're on Teams and WhatsApp is calling on your laptop, what happens is that one system process gives way for another system process, and then something gets stalled. All right, thank you very much. That's the end of our presentation. I will then tell us what is next. I hope you had a great time listening to all these beautiful ideas. On my side, and to the audience, Ruan, step forward. We have some, let's show this up. Yeah, we have some checks. The amount is indicated, but the name of the teams are still not decided because we have a panel of judges here. We have online judges as well. Then the next one. This is the gold winner is gonna get $400. And applause for that. Then we have the silver winners that are going to get $300. And we have the last but not the least, the bronze winner that will get $200. And if your mathematics is as good as mine, you're thinking that's 900. Where is the remaining 100? So we have acknowledgement for two people that their presentations might have been very close. At $50 each, they will be recognized as well. And we have the certificates here as well, all printed. So before you leave today, if you participated in the Dreamathon, please pick up your certificates. For the PDF version of it, we can send to you as well. So now I'm first going to ask the online, the next stage is that we will take a break, listen to some jazz outside when the panel adjudicates and also connect with our online audience to decide the winners for those things. It should take about 10 minutes. I think you shouldn't need more than that. 10 minutes? Yeah. And then all of us in those 10 minutes, we would get some more things to bite, have some drinks if you would like to. And we'll be back in here to listen to the winners. And Abato? Yeah.
We have a small present for all of you. Joseph, he leads our open source wonderful experience we would like to share.
Nice.
So if you don't mind getting this out, we can showcase just 30-second
okay,
video for the videos.
Great. So Joseph, the floor is yours.
Hello.
Hi, Joe.
Can you hear me?
Yes, positive. Coming out loud and clear.
Yeah, just wanted to correct over there. It's an open source experience as I had to use some assets from the assets for balance. In this local dream balance, just wanted to share with y'all because y'all inspired me for so step back to the other country. I'm on and around. And so it's kind of like you can take out aggression, rotation, take out aggression, or even like, the hide something present inside or something like a nice experience for a kid. And when you punch the piano, it just kind of explains and gets good and settles out. Yeah. So thanks, we as a CDI really appreciate, all the hard work that you do. And thank you again for coming to the workshops and really putting a lot into this week. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for that. You're very cool. I've worked on a few myself, very difficult.
Fantastic. Any application you see that could be useful? Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll feed it in the lab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, education.
Education. Great stuff. Can we drag this thing back here? All right. So to our online audience again, I'm just gonna say thank you very much. The adjudication will begin now. I'm just gonna check with Alberto. Alberto, is that okay? We can proceed on adjudication right now.
Yeah, do you want the judge to meet them so they can discuss that?
Yes, I think they're sitting right next to me here from Trevor Noah Foundation, and the gentleman, Mr. Lawrence, is sitting here as well. And they've been completing an online form, but I'm going to move the students outside just to enjoy some jazz for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be back here for the winner weights and all of that. Is that okay? All right, folks, let's go party. Let's get ready to party. Let's go. All right. Let's get ready to party. Let's go. Back in 10 minutes, yeah? Back in 10 minutes. 10 minutes back. Get some drinks.